This vlog life that I'm starting is going to be all about me just showing you guys, my life. I have so many people that have told me like you should start a podcast, and I'm like, that's cool, but I'll probably just vlog. And they say that because I have a lot of good perspectives and advice and like things that come out in casual conversation that I feel like can come out in day-to-day vlogging, to be honest with you. So that's what's going to happen moving forward. And I'm also excited to show like my personality, because I don't really have like a personal Instagram page. Even my TikTok, I'll be talking about business on there. So this vlog life is going to be more like Jules for who she is. So get ready and yeah, follow the journey, I guess. It's gonna be dope. So I'm trying to figure out if I really want to spend this money on getting like new sheets and bedding and stuff, because this is like a basic sheet, and whatever is supposed to be on that one, like the very bottom, to make it look all hotel like, I don't have that. So I want to do this in the front. I'm seeing people like go to certain stores on Amazon, and that's just like everybody's kind of going to the same store. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to chance it, because I like feeling stuff. Online shopping for me is cool, but I'm like, I need to feel certain things and make sure I actually like the color in person. But right now my room is semi-decorated. I would like for like an olive green to be incorporated, like with my pillows and things, which you're about to see. When my pillows are on my bed, if olive green was like a part of it, that would be good. Also, I need like a, I guess, oversized or California King comforter, because this right here, this is not, it is not big enough in my opinion. So these pillows aren't really the ones that you can like karate chop and they stay like that. They don't do that. So what I like to do is kind of make one sit up straight, and then the other one is like kind of slanted. And then I just check it from the front. It's not like anybody's gonna be in here, but you know, I make it look cute. Good enough. I have this little blanket that I put over the bottom, and we in there. All right, I straightened my hair for the first time last night. It's funny because this is the first time ever me and my daughter both have our hair straight at the same time. So when she walked in when I was doing it, she was like, "We gonna be twins." I'm like, yeah, first of all, got a little fuzz already, Lord. All right, let's see how this came out. I decided to take it out before I get dressed, because I'm trying to see what it's given, Like, what top should we wear? I'm working from home today because I have 2 coaching calls. I'm starting a new client today. She is a breathwork coach. I've never had a breathwork client before, so that should be exciting. We shall see how it works. Y'all, I tried to, not try because I succeeded. I was trimming my hair last night. It was a lot, okay? It was a lot to do. Try to trim it. Like every angle, by your lonesome, I can't see nothing. Every angle, like just by myself, child. I feel like the fall weather is about to get to me. So I do like a little bump, right? Just like a little one. And I do that so it can wrap easy, and I cut it above my shoulders. And I also do a bump because I like to like go in with my nails and then bring this back and then like push it back like this. So this is my style. What's crazy is this is another full circle moment. I'm gonna talk about that later, but I used to be a straight natural for years. And this is how I wore it all the time. I wasn't blonde though. I was trying like other colors like red and stuff, but I was a straight natural for years. And then I was like, you know what? Let me see what my curls are doing. And then I've been rocking my hair curly for, I don't even know, like 8 years or longer than that. So this has been my style. And it's giving, don't play with me. It's giving somebody's mom, but also I run a Fortune 500 company. So anyway, yeah, I said that I have to work from, do y'all see that? Me trying to put these layers in last night was hilarious. It was pretty funny because I was like, I was doing the most. All right, I gotta find what earrings I'm going to wear. I'm not a makeup girly. Sometimes I throw on a lippy and some eyeliner and some mascara, but that's really it. I'm not doing all that today because I don't really have a lot of time to get my coffee and stuff. So let me get dressed, get ready for this call. I'm so excited to be working with a breathwork coach. It's gonna be cool. Let's see if there's something from the call to input into this blog. I'm gonna put some serum in my hair because these fly days was crazy. So I just decided to wear a dress because if you work from home, you know, simple, can't nobody see the bottom. And that usually calls for a lot of dresses because why not? Tip, if you're gonna do your own silk press or even get one done, don't have nowhere to be that day and the next day, especially not in Atlanta humidity. Because I was like, if I do my silk press today, I have to go to the grocery store and do everything I need to do so that I don't have to be outside the first day, if possibly two, because the humidity will attack your hair. Like, give your hair sometimes for like to be in some wraps and things like that. And for the most part, especially if your hair was already healthy, hydrated, and you use the heat protectant, it will stand the humidity. But yeah, I'm just wearing this this little maxi dress, and I wore my Breathe necklace. It's funny because when I met this this lady, girl, woman. I'd be saying chick. I met this girl because she was hosting an event that has actually blown up quite a bit since I've gone, and she was doing breath work there, and I was like, oh my god, I love this. That was the first time I was ever introduced to it. So then, knowing me, because I'm always trying to network, I was like, yeah, we should meet. So we ended up going to breakfast. I told her what I do. I'm like, I'm a business coach for beauty and wellness service providers. You know, my whole spiel, like I do the nitty gritty details that a lot of entrepreneurs or solopreneurs are trying to skip, which is why they're not successful very long. And she was telling me that she's growing her breathwork business or whatever. So what's funny is at that meeting, I wore this necklace and it says Breathe. And she does breathwork. So, you know, random. I'm learning how to do my gel manicure, and last time my nails lasted 3 weeks. This time, why is my thumb off? Can you see that? Why? My whole thumb. And this is the color my nails are. And it's because this time I didn't file the shine or like the very, very surface level layer off my nail. So I tried to peel it right off when I was doing dishes. But anyway, all right, let me make my coffee. Also, this is what my room is looking like so far. So I need something for that bottom part. But this is what it's looking like. My sister decorated my old room in my townhouse. So I took like all the same things and just brought it here. But I want to do a tapestry right here. And I have like this letter that my friend, it wasn't really a letter, it was her speech. And when I opened my salon, she came out to my grand opening and said the speech. And then she actually like typed it up and put it in a frame for me. So I want to put that up. So I want to have like a wall here of like different frames of different things that mean a lot to me. And I think my desk is fine where it is. And y'all, why am I holding this whole thing? I'm not a full vlogger yet. I don't have all the tools and things, but this is just your reminder to start, okay? Just start. You have a phone, you got a tripod, I know you do. I am getting back into my bag. It's so funny because although I've literally had a period forever now, I still be forgetting sometimes, like the fact that I gained like hella weight right before my period, like the week before, and then I hold the weight the week of my period. So I always have like a crisis where I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to work out and I need to do X, Y, and Z, and it's really natural. But I really do need to work out because I want to like maintain my figure. I've never been big, but like before I had my daughter, I was 110, 115. And then when I got pregnant with her, the biggest I got was like 149. Right now I'm 146. So I'm basically carrying the weight as if I'm pregnant. And of course, Google did not help because I looked up Google and it was like, for your height and the fact that you're a female, you're supposed to be 135. Child, 10 pounds. What else? The thing I do like about it though is get a little thick back up. Little thickness. And I used to not have anything. I'm talking flat sticks, bones. I used to oh, my daughter put the dishes up. I used to like sit on my sister's lap and she used to always be like, ow, I can feel your bones. Like, relax. You can only feel it a little bit. I got 20 minutes before my first coaching call today. I usually only take 2 calls a day because it is a lot of mental work. And also after my coaching calls, I have to like sometimes re-strategize the plan that we're doing, or like take some notes, or sometimes I create templates or tutorials for them, for my clients, so that they can actually, what am I trying to say? So it's easier for them to do their homework. So it's not a done for you like situation. The type of work that I do is I'm developing solopreneurs, first generation business owners in the beauty and wellness space that are service providers. I'm helping them become like actual business owners and not just service providers, not just employees of their own business. So within that, it's like understanding what structure you need for your business, how to be a better decision maker. It's a lot of mindset, but it's also putting in place structure that you need. And having the confidence to maintain that and keeping momentum, creating the momentum and then keeping the momentum. So most of my clients are with me for 3 months. A lot of my clients stay on for another month or 2. So the average time that I'm with my clients is like, honestly, 3 to 4 to 5 months, which is dope because the transformation in the end, yeah, it's crazy. ROI, crazy. And ROI does not always have to be monetary. Like, you don't have to come out of an investment making back your money 10 times. A lot of times with work that I do, your ROI is mental. And it's like now you actually have the eyes and the attention and the intention to build, maintain, and grow your business. Whereas before, you were just doing random shit and winging it, and nothing was really working. And you was having sporadic success. Like one time it's a win, the next time it's like, dang, what did I do wrong? Then you forgot this system that you put in place. It's not that. It's more so like you have a strategic plan, tactics for that plan, and you know where you're going and why you're going there, and you know how you're going to get there. That is what I'm about. So done for you service, I definitely don't do that because there isn't much transformation in that, in my opinion. And a lot of times people think they want done for you services because it's easy, it's quick, and it's already done. But then they're back at square one with being confused because they haven't developed their mindset as a business owner. They haven't audited their full business. They don't really know what's not working, what's working. Now they just have a system that's created and they just have to maintain it as it is. So, yeah, let's get ready for this call. All right. I can't forget to put my rubber bands in for my braces because they keep on, my braces was supposed to stay on for 20 months. It's been, I think she said 20 months. And then she's like, yeah, it could be 20 to 30. Stop playing with me. Because everybody that I've known that's ever had braces was telling me this. Like, they be prolonging your treatment plan, and since you pay them monthly, it's like the monthly payments just keep on going. I need y'all to take these junks off because it did what I needed it to do. But no, I understand what they got to stay on. Now, my teeth are straight. They are fixing my my jaw alignment. So like when I bite down and stuff like that, my bite goes where it needs to go, and there are teeth in between each tooth so that it has like its own little groove. But right now I have two different size rubber bands. The left side is way smaller than the right, and that's because the left side needs to be a little bit more restricted. When I first had to put these rubber bands in, child, it took forever and a day. They gave me a little tool. I was trying to use a little tool. Now I'm a pro with it. I'm a pro with it. Why this morning I woke up and started playing backing it up. I'm the king of talking shit. Why did I wake up playing that? I usually wake up and listen to lo-fi. I was on one this morning. All right. So my first call, and I should definitely be done with my second call by 2 o'clock. After that, I'm coming back out with my Business Beyond the Chair workbook. So people who can't afford like business coaching right now, they can still audit their business, create their business model, and start putting some structures in place. So I need to edit that because I created it basically 2 years ago. And there's just some new systems and things that I want to put in there. So that's what we're doing today. And I think that's it. What's today, Tuesday? Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm gonna come back on and kind of talk about the move and some things that have just been on my mind. This is my workbook. Hopefully you can see it. But I'm going to edit all of this. This is basically my 10-year career in a workbook. So it has stories about like my 10-year career. Some of them are funny. Some of them are like, cha, we prevailed. And it's definitely going to be fillable. So this version is going to be a digital copy. When I first came out with this, it was a physical copy. But anyways, I need to get ready for this. When does dressing go bad is the question. I don't know. Okay, so my coaching calls went great. I'm actually off of all coaching calls I really was off at like 12:30, 12:40. So this is great for me. But yeah, they went really good. The first coaching call with the breathwork coach or facilitator, you can use either title, she said, Went really well. So I like to start off my coaching calls, well, their homework when they're a VIP client. I like to start it off with them doing my financial awareness exercise, because if we're going to be planning business models and like services that you're going to be offering, we need to know how we're going to get to your revenue goal and how many services you have to do per week, per month, whatever. Do this service or offer this quarter, offer this next quarter. We have to solidify all that. But I like to do financial awareness first because the money conversations take a lot of mental space. And I like to have all of that clear so you know how much you need to earn survival wise for your business. Then you know how much you need to earn thriving wise for your business to actually reach your revenue goal. Everybody's not always at I'm focusing on the thriving number. Some people are just starting, some people are like just building their target audience, so they need to be focusing on their survival number first as the first like lowest hanging fruit basically. So yeah, I usually start my VIP clients off with financial awareness, and it's like a whole sheet that they do. They figure out how much they need to pay themselves, how often, how much they need to be earning for the business, how much their lifestyle really costs, and I have them like go through bank statements and things like that, and all of that jazz. But anyways, what we also focused on was her, is that gum? Oh, was an exercise that I call Create the Mold. So this is also what my business is named, but Create the Mold is basically like for people who need to create their intentional business model. And it's basically your business plan, but it's how you're going to make money, but in an intentional way. Not just saying I'm going to have services and physical products, but what's the purpose of your brand? Like, what's the value? What's the vision of it? What's the promise transformation? Like, asking all of those deep dive questions. That is what Create the Mold is about, because you're breaking the mold of just making something generic and you're creating your own mold so that it's something that you can sustain and something you're excited about. So we did that today, and it takes a while to do. Financial awareness is usually one of those conversations that can take up to 2 hours. Create the Mold, because it's deep mental work, that can also take 2 hours. So that took up basically our whole 2 hours. So with my VIP clients, they can do their calls like once a week for the first month, because we're getting a lot of clarity, a lot of like logical things down. The second month, we're usually doing like coaching calls every 2 weeks because it's way more implementation. And then the third month, it's like we're testing our systems, making sure they work the way they need to, changing what we need to, and coming together with like data and analytics. And I just make sure that they're comfortable moving forward without me, basically, in month 3. Anywho, I'm gonna do like a small salad because I have like the rest of this bomb ass panini that I got from Fresh Market, and that's their turkey and Swiss one, and it's so good. I tried their ham and like Gruyere, I think that's how you say it, and it was way too salty. Like their ham was not, it was doing too much. So now I know, like, for one, you gotta go to Fresh Market early. Not too early, like not 9. Go like around 10 or 11 where they still have their sandwiches. Go in there at like 2, 3. It's like, child, these sandwiches are gone. I don't have like one of those salad bowls where you like wash it and then spin it, which I need. I honestly just tear off how much salad I want, and then I rinse it, and then like I just eat it like that because I don't care about this water. This water is perfectly fine. I do, however, want to get a filter for this sink. Speaking of filter, ever since I've only been washing my face in the shower, because that's where my filter is, my skin has been glowing. So I do not wash my face like at my bathroom sink anymore because that doesn't have a filter on it. And I think I only started that when I first moved here, which was August 30th, and it's September 12th. So just in a few weeks, my skin been glowing. I've still been drinking my wine and having my extracurriculars, you know, and Skin on point. So, I'm about to eat. I have my salad. I have basically kind of half of a sandwich, and I have my mangoes. And that's going to be my lunch for today. I'm still remembering where everything is because, again, I just moved here. And I have to put pepper on everything. Something's wrong with me. Pepper, cayenne pepper goes on everything. Okay. My daughter really wants to learn how to do that. And I'm like, I don't know how to teach you. Like, she wanted me to teach her how to pop gum before. And I'm like, these types of things I'm not good at. Like, teaching people fundamentals where there's no starting point to refer to. When I was still doing hair, like, people used to be like, can you teach me how to twist and braid? And I'm like, oh my God, no, that sounds like a nightmare. I don't want to teach that at all. Can I teach you hair theory? The characteristics of hair, what hair needs to thrive? Absolutely, I got you. I got you on that because that's like science. It's like terms, definitions, pure examples, like visuals that I can use, like stuff like that, you know? When my daughter gets home, she's gonna do the dishes and load the dishwasher. I'm trying to think where do I want this, because I'm not gonna eat all these mangoes. I'm just gonna put it over here. But yeah, oh, I probably should just do my sit down, talk about the move and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do my sit down. I don't know where I'm gonna sit. All right, let's get into why did the census people come? I was like, leave me alone. I was on a coaching call and they kept knocking and I was like, who is that? So then when I went to go answer, they were like, yeah, we sent you a notification in the mail 2 months ago and you didn't respond. And so when you don't respond, we come out here. And I'm like, I just moved here. And she was like, unfortunately, it's whoever lives in the address. So anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to do like what's been going on and the whole full circle moment. So right now, I live in an apartment and I just moved here August 30th and it's September 12th right now. And it's full circle because I used to live in this neighborhood years ago, and for some years, we were here for a couple of years. And when so back up, Jules. I was a hairstylist for 10 years. I was a salon owner. I rented a few salon suites and grew out of them because my business literally picked up quite quickly. So I was booked, and then I was like having other stylists work under me, and I launched a product line, all those things. So I went from 3 different salon suites of growing out of those to ending up opening a salon storefront right before the pandemic, right? So there I had 3 stylists, and it was me, and then my sister was the salon assistant. And that went pretty well, although after I was like hiring and firing and some people were like quitting, I realized like I love a structured business. I love a team environment salon culture, and structure and team environment in terms of like salon isn't what people are used to. And so the revolving door of stylists coming and going was something I really did not like. Because then I would have to train them all over again and then set up, them as a team member, but then also give them clients just for them to not work out. So anyways, I was slowly kind of getting burnt out with the whole hiring and training thing in terms of like people working for me in my salon. And I was just like really loving the business side because again, I was growing my business pretty quickly. So I was like, I love this. I can do this. I have so many ideas, so many systems. I had already taught it to a couple of other stylists, and they were like, you need to teach this to other people. So when the pandemic hit, I closed my salon for 2 months, I believe. And child, I'm at home and I'm like, I'm about to go get a case of wine from Sam's. We gonna be watching Netflix and drinking wine every night. Child, I did that for like a couple days. I was so bored. I was like, I have to do something. I'm so used to going to work. I'm so used to like, doing like back in business things on certain days, and I didn't have anything to do because we were literally at a halt in Georgia waiting for when the mandate would lift. So when I was home, I decided to like tap into digital products and see like what that was about because I had never done that before. And I was posting on social media like little things I was doing for my business to continue to bring in revenue, and other stylists wanted to learn. So I figured out a way to do like coaching calls. This is a full circle. I know it sounds like I'm going all over the place, but I'm gonna bring it back. Figured out a way how to offer coaching calls for stylists to like teach them what I'm doing, and how to set up their own systems and things like that, and continue to bring in revenue even through the pandemic. So all this was in 2 months now. I created a business course for stylists. I think it was called Successful Stylist Society or something like that. But it was like a course where I literally put all of my salon systems, and I pre-recorded it, made presentations, slide decks, everything, child. So I did that, and then the mandate lifted. So we went back. Oh, I also was recording a lot of tutorials, like hair tutorials, hair cutting tutorials on my curly mannequins. So I would like sneak to the salon because we really weren't even supposed to be on the roads, but I would sneak to the salon and record tutorials like cutting my mannequin, different elevations, 0-degree cut, all those types of things. So the mandate lifted. And we go back to work. So at that time, I still had 2 stylists. I no longer needed a salon assistant. And I was just like slowly falling out of love with doing hair and teaching hair, to be very honest. Anything related to hair, I was like slowly falling out of love with that. I also was finding myself like behind my clients, like doing their hair, and just like my mind is somewhere else and I wasn't really present. And that's when I started realizing like I'm falling out of love with this, which was scary because I even told myself and other people I will always do hair like for the rest of my life because I love it. But I was falling out of love with it. So then I ended up getting a cyst on my wrist, and I've had one before. I've had surgery. Don't know if you can see that, but I've had surgery before. I think when I was like 10 years old because I had a cyst on my wrist. So they removed it and was like, yeah, it might come back. You know how they be. So it came back right after the pandemic, and it grew pretty big. It was gross. And I was trying to record tutorials and master classes and content, and I need my hands to do that. And I was just very discouraged with, continuing to have my wrist with this big old bulging bump in it, in all my visuals. So I was like, I'm going to schedule my surgery to get this off of my wrist. And when you do that, you have to like recover for like a month or 2. They kind of just like spread it out depending on your body. So I had prepped my stylist to basically take over my clients, got my clients nice and comfortable. At that time, that the last stylist that was still with me, she had already been with me for 3 years, I believe, or going on 3 years. So my clients like went with her, and I scheduled my surgery, and the whole 2 months of recovery was me creating an 8-week business boot camp for beauty professionals, more so stylists, right? And so I wasn't really just chilling, clearly, because I wasn't like that during the pandemic either. But I was creating courses and education, and it was all centered around business, and I loved it. And I was like, yo, if I can do this and it just supplements like a third of my income being a stylist, and or a third of the income the salon usually brings in, which was around 10K without like retail products a month, I was like, I can be a business coach full time. So I launched the 8-week program. It sold out. When people say sold out, it's like there's really not a limited amount of seats because it's digital. But I really wanted to get, I feel like it was between 10 to 15 people, and I got that. I think I went over that. And it was weekly live lessons around business, gave them homework. Everybody was attending the live. It was dope. And then everybody had like one-on-one. So the feedback on that was crazy. And because I had sold out, and because I had made up a good amount of my income, not even being at the salon, I was like, I'm going to retire. Like, I think this is what I need to do. I want to have a bigger impact on the beauty industry. And I can't necessarily do that behind the chair working with clients. And I also didn't feel like, in my opinion, I could do that being a salon owner either. I felt like I really needed to, do it full time and close the salon and stop selling my products, because I had launched a product line for natural hair care. So I was like, I really don't want to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I really want to just focus on business coaching. So yeah, I told my stylist, I only had one left at the time, and I was like, months before that, I was like, I'm not hiring nobody else. I don't give a damn if it's just me and you, or if it's just me. Like, I will just use this space for classes and let people come and record content and things like that, because I'm not doing it. So it was just me and her. And at that time, she had already been trained by me, and basically most of the things that I knew about. The only thing that I didn't train her on was business and how to open her own salon suite. So I told her that I was going to retire, and I was like trying to test out how she felt about getting her own salon suite. And at first, of course, she was nervous, but I was like encouraging her, and I was like, you have it down. Like, you have the clients, you have your timing down, which was something we kept working on. Professionalism, all of that, personality. So it's really just like, are you willing to be on your own? So I had to make sure I was still recording, because earlier I kind of recorded some of this in the kitchen when I was making my lunch, but it stopped saving. Anyways, so got her set up, her own booking system and things like that. She found a salon suite that was not too far away, so the clients was able to easily move with her, and I made the move to retire. So I retired 2021 on my birthday, May 2nd, the day of my birthday. And again, I hadn't been taking clients for 2 months. I think it was over 2 months at that time. So my clients were already not seeing me. And some had even went to like other stylists, because I had sent out a referral list. So I sent out the email, and I was just like, yeah, you guys we're not going to be, I'm not going to be coming back. The salon will be closing at a later date, because the stylist didn't leave yet. And at that time, I was still going to sell my products, my natural hair products. So I didn't say like that was off the table, but I was like, if you need your color formulations for other stylists, let me know. Here is a complete list of other stylists that I know and love. And, just please respect this decision that I made, all those things, right? I sent an email. And of course, my phone started blowing up. Text, calls, emails. I had already posted on social media also. Or did I do that the week after? I forget. But I had posted on social media, happy retirement and happy birthday to me. So that was going crazy. I ended up giving my boyfriend at the time my phone, and I was like, I don't want to see anything anybody say. So yeah, he had my phone that whole day and that whole night, and I was serious. Like, I don't want to see it. So much so, like a couple weeks after that, I ended up getting a new phone, and a new phone number and a new phone. So I was like, I can't. Stressed out, because all of the messages weren't good wishes. A lot of the messages were like, I can't believe this. Like, you've always been my stylist. Like, why didn't you tell me sooner? And one of the reasons why I really kept my professionalism with my clients, in terms of like not making everybody my friend, is because of reasons like that. Because then people feel entitled. They feel like they need to be in the know of everything you got going on. They need to be a part of all of the decisions that you make and stuff like that. And no. So actually only 2 of my clients made it to become my friend, and they're like my best friends to this day. But yeah, I was serious about, like, I used to get invited to birthdays, weddings, like house parties, child, vacations, everything. And I was like, no, thank you, but no. So, so the reason why I was saying that is because in 2021, I retired from being a stylist and a salon owner, and I started coaching full time. I had already set up like the different offers that I was going to have in terms of business coaching. And at that time, I was only coaching stylists. And so once I'm not even gonna lie, transparency moment. Once I started making close to 10K in just coaching, in my first year of coaching, I hit six figures in my first year of coaching. I was like, first of all, I fucking knew I could do it. Second of all, I know business. Like, I know this. I know structures. I know like numbers. I know, how to like really be on top of yourself as a solopreneur and keep the momentum going and the growth going. So I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised that I made six figures my first year. But that was 2022 is when the first year concluded, right? So last year. Um, and so, of course, what I do, I made my lifestyle mad expensive. So I got a 3-story townhouse. I got a new car. Started eating out a lot. Amazon was my best friend. Things like that. And it wasn't until this year, 2023, we're in September, that I was like, what is important to me? What's important to me is spending more time with my daughter, traveling, growing my coaching business, and just living a more simplistic life of comfort. I'm a Taurus, so I love being at home. I love comfort. I love, my solitude. I like quiet time. I love food, like food, laughter, music, and like good vibes at home or at somebody's house. That's me. That's me all day. So I was just evaluating my life, and I was looking at like how much money I was dishing out a month just to live in that townhouse. And I was like, this isn't it. It's not it. And at one point I was even thinking about turning my car in because I don't go anywhere. And if I need to go anywhere, I got people around me in my close circle that can just take me, or just Uber, because I've done that before. So there was a time when I was like, okay, I need to move because I need to move. I need to lower my cost on food, and I need to figure out what I'm going to do with my car. On Netflix, I'll have to remember what it was called, but on Netflix there was a documentary of this guy who helps people with their money management skills, and he was saying the first 3 things you want to evaluate is your home, like your living expenses, your grocery bill, and your car note, because Americans spend so much money on those first 3. So those were the first 3 that I was like, I need to get rid of it. We're living outside. um, so yeah, I just did the research, and I was like, okay, how much is it going to be for me to break my lease? And I ended up finding out that it was just 1 month rent, giving them a 60-day notice. How much would I save if I broke my lease and come back to an apartment? I was gonna save like 700 plus, going from a 2,400 plus townhouse rent to 1,700. And I'm saying I'm saving 700 plus because my utilities would be lower in this apartment, and the internet bill is lower here for some reason. But like, there were just little things that was lower. On top of the fact that in the townhouse, my daughter, I had to drive her to school because we were out of the district. So the inconvenience of that, gas and everything every day, back and forth, and being in that car rider lane, child, never again. And now being in the apartment complex, for her to stay in her same school district but to ride the bus, and she has best friends here. So I was like, this is perfect. So I decided to lower my living expenses, go back to like the minimalist. I don't need a townhouse. Those 2 stories of stairs in my townhouse was so freaking annoying. Everybody had a key to my house. Like, I'm not walking downstairs to lock the door when you leave. You locking the door when you leave. I didn't see my daughter as much because we weren't on one level. I like being in the living room most of the day. She's always in her room. I was like, I just miss certain things about us being on one floor, I miss being in a neighborhood. The townhouse neighborhood that I was living in, it wasn't really a neighborhood. It was just like a street of townhouses. But at this apartment complex, they have like events at the front office. Like, there's an event tomorrow. It's more people to interact here. She can go outside with her friends if she wants to. She walks to the bus now. So it's just dope. So I made the decision. It made sense money-wise. It made sense, like, what my goals were and what I wanted my future to look like. And so now I'm back in an apartment, and I have only been here for a couple weeks, but I love it. The only things that are not so great that I already knew, I don't have a garage anymore. But it's really getting me to get up and get dressed and like get my day going. Because before, I can just hop in the garage, not get out the car, take her to school, come back, and then I'm still like in my nightgown. So it's like forcing me to get up, get dressed. So that's an inconvenience. The fact that I have upstairs neighbors, it's an inconvenience because they be fucking marching in a band up there. Um, and what else? There was something else, I forget. But really, that's it. Everything else, it's way better here. Like, even my bathroom in the townhouse, it was like luxury, but it was long, and it just wasn't convenient. Then I didn't have a tub. Here I have a garden tub. It's just so many small things. My daughter comes out of her room more here, so I see her a lot more. We have way more conversations. She has autonomy now because she can walk to the bus stop and come back, and that's making her feel like, she independent and stuff like that. So it's good, and it's a full circle because we're back at the apartment that we were at when she first started school, public school anyway. So it's just dope. So yeah, for the rest of the year, I am just focusing on really honing in on what makes me happy, and not just aesthetically, but like inner, like what's going on inside. And like, also, I've just been really focusing on my relationships, like friend wise, family wise, romantic wise, like developing my relationship skills so that I'm a good friend, partner, sister, all of those things, and all that goes into that, mom, all of those things. So that's my rant. That's where I am right now. And and then like nutrition and fitness, all of those things. I'm trying to be fine from the sideline, and I am trying to be naked on somebody's beach. I say this every year. I'm trying to be naked on somebody's beach, child. I never owned a thong bathing suit in my life. I don't even have a bikini. It was one pieces. So yeah, I'm just focusing on those things. So anyways, this vlog life that I'm starting is going to be all about me just showing you guys, my life. I have so many people that have told me like, you should start a podcast, and I'm like, that's cool, but I'll probably just vlog. And they say that because I have a lot of good perspectives and advice and like things that come out in casual conversation that I feel like can come out in day-to-day vlogging, to be honest with you. So that's what's going to happen moving forward. And I'm also excited to show like more of my personality, because I don't really have like a personal Instagram page. Even my TikTok, I'll be talking about business on there. So this vlog life is going to be more like Jules for who she is. So get ready, and yeah, follow the journey, I guess. It's gonna be dope.